the end of the season, they're finished in third position. And they make a prelim final, didn't they? Did they make the prelim final? Yeah. So very similar positions. I'm not trying to draw anything from this. I just find it fascinating that the timeline of Geelong is very... I feel like we're a year behind where Geelong... We are where Geelong were in 24 now, except we're probably a little bit better off. There? Brisbane. Yeah. Well, Brisbane did last year. Nothing short of a...
How are we, Mick?
How are you, pal?
Oh, yeah, bit
All good?
Yeah, all good. Bit disappointed.
Am I nice? Look, man. Enough doom and gloom, mate. Let's just have a bit of fun, mate. It'll be all right, man.
Yeah.
I've been around for a long time. I've seen us go out in straight sets back in the late 80s, and What can I say, man? Did you? Whereabouts are you from? Are you in Melbourne? You live in Adelaide?
Yeah.
Born and bred?
Nah, I was born in a country town in South Oz, and then I moved to Adelaide.
All right. So how'd you barrack for Collingwood?
My dad's from Melbourne.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just took up.
Did you have a sandful club?
Nah. I wasn't a big SA watcher. It's kind of the big leagues, and that was it. But what? 2010.
Look, this. Go on.
Oh, nah. I was just saying. I remember 2010, and then 23, and then that pretty much solidified it in 2010.
Yeah, man, I've had the worst luck in grand finals, mate. 1990, I was too young to go, so I watched it at home. And when was it? 2002. Went to that one, we lost. 2003, went to that one, we lost. 2010, went to the draw. Couldn't get a ticket for the bloody replay. Yeah, so we won the replay, but I didn't go to it. 2011, I didn't go to 2017 because I thought I'd jinx us if we win. And I went to 2023. So there you go. Finally,
I wanted to go to 23, but got to watch it on KO.
How's that?
That'll do. 2023, mate. Oh, that was a good year. Good year. It was the proper first one when I...
It was, man. It was crazy, mate. All those comebacks.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
All those comebacks was fucking...
Those... It's like we could never get used to it. And they would just keep... Like every fucking game almost, yeah? We'd just win it in the last. And
come back by like 30 points.
We don't, like... Yeah, like there were so many of them, and they're so memorable. I remember I saw someone did a YouTube thing, like all our close finishes, how many there were. I remember the Adelaide one. I remember John Noble.
With John Noble.
The North one. Oh, the Cut. Yeah. The best one was the Carlton one. 2023 last round, the Jamie Elliott one. That was just gold, yeah. Mate, I remember watching that in a pub. That was chockers, and sorry, 2022. And all these bloody Carlton supporters were in the pub and they were giving it to us. They thought it was game over. And then when we beat them, we just went nuts. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, with this channel, I'm not going to be like, I don't have much ambitions or anything like that. It'll just be like, I'm a night owl. I work night shifts, so
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I can go all night talking about Collingwood and stuff like that. So yeah, I just do fan cams, and I might do a video here and there, but I don't have the technical skill that Anthony and Andreas have. So I'll do my best. I've got some ideas, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I mean, there was some promising
people are watching.
There was some promising signs tonight. Mate, Geordie, I'm happy. Look, he's back, but mate, the rest of it was a bit. It kind of spoiled how good the good stuff.
He looked good, didn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, he looked fantastic, and just I was hoping he'd play the whole game, but he looks all right. He can. I reckon he can make it through the finals, Geordie. I just wish he played that whole game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't want to hurt him, but also like
we got to be very careful. Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to hurt him. Otherwise, we'll be down a pretty key player in the finals.
Yeah. How's everybody in the chat? Well, look at that, mate. I've got 20 people watching already. Fucking hell,
25.
Who we got? Jake Robinson, how are you? 40 Cent Faux Show. Nicole, Manny, Anthony. How are you guys? I know I'm natural at hosting fucking fan camps. Jump on, Sean. Can you make yourselves bigger? For the lucky, I'm gonna fuck around with this with these layouts as I talk. I'll try and make myself bigger. You're talking about this year with Perryman.
That's rough. That is. Yeah, with that massive.
What about him?
Face. Oh, I was rocking him. I was like, holy shit, he's got a massive bloody bruise on his face.
He copped a nice shiner, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see how that is. Sorry, man. I'm just trying to work this fucking layer out.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Look, man. I'm not gonna be talking one-on-one. I'm just gonna. Whoever wants to jump on can jump on, and we'll have maybe up to 3 or 4 people up here chatting away. Manny's up now. Here he is. Maybe up to 3 or 4 people up here chatting away.
Yo,
Emmanuel.
Yo, buddy. That's buddy, your first one. Congratulations, there. Congratulations, bro. Well, you go up.
Thank you. You know what? I gotta go to my glove box and get, because I ran out of smoke, so I gotta go quickly when I get a chance, and I'll get.
Get over there quick.
Manny.
Hello there.
Manny, what's happening with us, man? Fucking hell, mate. Look, Fly won us a flag. Fly won us a flag, yeah? He nearly won us a flag in his first year as well, 2022, yeah? Last year was fucking fucked with injuries, yeah? Mate, I don't want to be too critical of the bloke, but he's giving me plenty of reasons, man.
Yeah, you got to play. You got to play Frampton over Dean there. It's common sense there. Only Malacca won't play Frampton over Dean. It's common sense. And you got Darcy Moore. Darcy Moore's playing like a Malacca, right? And you got fucking they played through Darcy Moore and Dean. That was their game plan there. They've done it to perfection. Did you see what's going on? You got two players from their side kicking 9 goals there. What's his name? Kicked 6, and the other Malacca I haven't heard of before. Smith, he kicked
Henry
3.
Smith, yeah.
I never heard of him before there.
Yeah. I know.
Not good enough. Not good enough, bro. Not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
do you reckon?
Bobby is though.
You reckon it's got to do with our training loads? Like,
Nah.
We did that in 2023. He trained the fuck out of him. You don't reckon that's a factor at all?
Nah, we're not connected anymore. There's no connection. That we're lost in the midfield. We're just lost. You can see the handballs aren't going to the right places. He looks all disconnected. You can tell the connection's gone. No run off the halfback. And you could also see, tonight the players getting frustrated with themselves. Houston lost that someone because they weren't playing their roles.
Yeah.
I better fix it quickly, mate. We better fix this quickly because I'm telling you, we're playing like a bottom 4 side. Even Carlton will give it to us the way we're playing.
Yeah. I still reckon we've got another level in us, man. I know it doesn't look like it, but I reckon, we can switch to another level. I've seen it before. That's why, I've seen us go through
I've lost confidence, man.
These form slumps.
I've lost confidence, mate.
I've
lost confidence, mate.
Yeah.
I've lost confidence in the team now. I've lost confidence. I can't go in next week confident. I've lost confidence now. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
If we play that against Hawthorn, they're going to pull the Vaseline on us. Vaseline, mate. They're going to pull the Vaseline job on us. Guaranteed.
Nick, you've also got the delay on, so it's going to
look. I know it's
delayed. So whenever you speak, it'll be delayed for us.
Is it very delayed? Am I delayed?
Oh, sorry. No, it's an actual setting. It's a setting in the StreamYards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try and find it.
I think Anth put a comment in the YouTube about it.
All right, if you guys just want to talk amongst yourselves, and I'll try and work this shit out.
Oh, Manny's gone. There should be 3 people.
I wouldn't have a clue where to fucking look.
I wouldn't either. I haven't used this program before. I think he said for just us to lead the conversation, so then you can respond.
What happened to Manny? Did he? He's fucked off. All right, I'll put Matty. Well, look, what we'll do before I put Matt on, okay, what we'll do, Kynan, all right, as people come on, we'll just give them the floor, we'll say whatever they say, then we'll just try and
that works.
Like converse without delaying over ourselves. So I'm going to add Matt in right now. Matt from Bangkok. Haven't heard his voice for a while.
I haven't heard his voice in a while either.
There he is.
G'day, fellas.
Matt.
Yeah, how you doing?
There he is, nice and loud. What do you think, mate? Give us your autopsy report
that was,
today's game.
Pretty shit. Well, I think like I was very concerned at selection,
Yeah,
like a lot of people were, and it played out in the first 10 minutes. It's almost like the game was done. Like we were like I saw you in the chat, Mick, saying we're starting badly again, and it was a train wreck that the first half of that first quarter, and it played out how we thought. I'm almost of the opinion that selection, the coaching and the selection, are gaslighting us. Like, I would like to have hope for the last 3 rounds of the year, but are they going to play Dean again just to annoy us, just to gaslight us? Like, it's not fair on Dean. Yeah, it's not his fault.
I love this.
Not up to it. He's not up to it. Why is he being played? And for every round that Frampton keeps playing in the reserves, he's going to lose more and more confidence. And by the time we really need him, he'll come back and he'll be back to, when he was struggling.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's the main thing I'm annoyed about tonight.
Yeah.
Is that I was annoyed before the game started, like Manny illustrated so well earlier on Anthony's stream.
It just doesn't make sense why we're playing a VFL.
I just don't understand.
Yeah.
When we have Frampton right there, like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so
Yep.
sorry guys, sorry for butting in. Okay, I've got Sean, Ultimate Greatness. I'm gonna add him in right now, and I've got Manny and I've got Tyler. Okay, there's going to be a lot of us here, so I'll try my best to stop us from all talking over each other. But yeah, that's
You're doing great.
yeah,
You're doing great.
I'll do the best I can,
great.
but I'm just going to add. I'm just mumbling away. I'm sure I'll try and get used to this. I haven't prepared at all. Anyway, I'm just going to add Ultimate Greatness, real name Sean, and Manny's coming back now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually kind of disappointed because I saw the 3 squares. I was hoping for a bit of a Brady Bunch situation going on.
Oh, he's got the phone call
like
going.
There's a team. They're called Magpies, and they played really, really shit today.
Yep. Yep.
The Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Oh, it was the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, because like when I think it was
That
when there was
was-
three
okay.
boxes, it looked like
Thanks.
it was like one of the size from like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. I was with you. Mate.
Yeah,
It was a good reference.
I try to do some good work here and there.
Here and there.
It's very rare, but sometimes I have my days.
Bro, there's not much to say really. It was just disappointing.
Well, I mean, in terms of like the
there's a lot
season,
to
though,
say,
at
and,
least the season is going well. Like I know. Obviously, the form slump has happened, and we're also not going well right now. But at the same time, like personally, I do rate us against Hawthorn. Like I do think we will beat them. Crows, I just don't know how you can mount a case for Crows right now. And then we got Melbourne to finish off with, which I think I know we had Melbourne in the last round of last year, and I feel like that's going to be the same sort of story. So I feel like we can at least win at least the next 2 out of 3. But then with Adelaide, we do have a 9-day break, going into that. So
Shit, a 9-day break. Oh damn.
yeah, it's a 9-day. It's either 8 or 9, but it's a big break. Yeah, I mean, like obviously tonight was definitely a hit in the confidence a bit, but or whatever the hell that saying is, but at the same time, I still think there's still a ton of positives to in terms of the season as it is.
I think the reason why people are mad at it is it's the fact that we're so far into the season and we started off so well, and now we're playing this dog shit level footy that it annoys people. It's like, dude, how do we go from this form to playing like that, like, and
Good kid,
beating
mate.
Brisbane by 52 points to losing?
And the choices were
by
like
30?
obvious, like in terms of like as we've already said multiple times, bring Frampton in. Like the fact that that's such an obvious call, the fact it's like tripping over a hurdle that you know that's there. If that makes any sense, like but like tripping over that hurdle, but it's like it's there. Why are you tripping over it?
Yeah, literally.
It's hard
Fucking
enough.
pathetic.
AFL's hard enough. Why make it harder for yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah, straight up. Why handicap yourself? Like, you trying to prove a point fly? Like, you trying to prove that it's the system and that it's not the players?
Yeah. I mean,
because I feel like he's actually like it's actively that's the case. Is that he's trying to prove a point that it's the system, not the players. But dude, it's the players. It's not all the system.
yeah. Well, it's
I
also
reckon we changed the
interesting.
game style as well.
Brought it up. It's kind of interesting because someone brought it up in our Anthony's group where Fly mentioned the 14 wins, and ever since we had 14 wins, that's been the slump.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I think. I thought you made a really good point there because, or like at the very least, since we had those 14 wins, everything's been. Yeah, form has definitely dropped, but it's also that's been where all the. Is it smoke and mirrors? Is that the right term for it? Where it's like things just haven't made sense. If that makes sense, where
I would say that's a good call for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since we've had those 14 wins, it just sort of feels like okay, we've got our position now. We can get the remainder of the wins and prepare for a top 4 spot.
Like, no, we want to be top 2. Yeah, we want to be top 2.
But I'm pretty sure hasn't Fly said top 4 more often than top 2. He's mentioned about qualifying for top 4,
which is ridiculous because we should want top 2.
Completely agree.
It's a psychology of it as well. Like going out there and bragging in public. Oh, we've made finals, right? Yeah. Keep that internal. Good on you, but that we shouldn't be spruiking about that in the
and
general
also
public.
It also affects the players.
Well, one sec. Because the other teams hate us. They always play their grand final against us. We want to give them another reason to hate us. And the other thing along that psychology as well, like Fly bragging about meeting with Silvani, like quickly, I met with him. Let's move on. Let's joke about it. I'm going on dates with him. We've got this season to play. Like, get real, Fly.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Manny.
Yep.
All right, babe.
Yeah. It was kind of funny because they did sort of say that apparently Fly did also check with Silvani about that. But I think it's still the intent though. It's like regardless on how it looks, you took that public, you took something that has been traditionally a private situation, you made it public. I just don't think as an industry, I don't think we're mature enough to be handling those situations regardless. And it does feel a bit I don't know if arrogance is the right word, but it does feel like it is a bit arrogant. The fact that he is just oh yeah, no, we've got Jack, we're going on dates and stuff, how cute are we? It is. It's just all these
cringe.
It's all these messages that are being sent out, and it's just It's also
imagine how the players think about that too. Get 14 wins, and then you don't have to try for the rest of the home and away season.
Yeah, and especially with some of them, what if it is Flyers expect them to turn on a tap that brings out water and stuff. Certain players aren't really built like that. You know what I mean? So
they need to be in that full headspace for the full season.
Yeah, it needs to be you need to build form. Some continuity in playing each week.
8 months of straight.
Well, it's footy on my wake room. I'm listening.
But yeah, it's the whole I'm in the mindset for 8 months of I'm in grind mode. I want to win.
Yeah.
Well, this way, boys.
When you tell people,
let's get the job done. Let's get the job done against Hawthorn. Unless we get the job done unless we beat Hawthorn properly, don't even worry about finals. We've got to wait and see now how we play against Hawthorn. If we can't turn this around, we've got dramas, mate. This has become fucking a nightmare. Become a nightmare, buddy.
Man, imagine the
but also
stories
as well,
of saying
though-
Collingwood choked the 2025 season. So we'll never live it down.
But
Yeah,
also,
exactly.
as well, if you were going into the Hawthorn game, you'd back us in more than not, right? Like, I know it's all doom and gloom in terms of like the Lions game and stuff, but I don't know if you saw the when the Hawks played Adelaide, but surely you'd have to back us in against like Hawthorn, because when I saw Hawthorn play Adelaide, they look like complete they look like genuine pretenders.
They looked good in
When,
the first quarter, but then
Bro, the way
after
we're
that-
playing, I'm not backing us in against no one. The way we're playing, I'm not backing them against no one. You can't back us against no one now. We just beat Richmond. I can't back us against no one. We're going to get pumped for all of them. Yeah, we've taken us 4 weeks, bro. We still haven't turned it around. We've had 3 weeks, 3 losses, and we still haven't turned it around, bro. We're getting worse. We're getting worse than what we were 3 weeks ago.
Like, I see that, I get that. Like, I know that's what we've like dished out and stuff, but you also got to look at like the other part of the season too, where we did do well. You know, like it's sort of an in between. Like, you can't just look at the worst and go, "Oh, we're a terrible team because of this." You got to look at the good and the bad.
You kind of
and sort of
can. You kind of can when there's only 3 games left of the home and away season, and then it's finals.
Not really, because if you look at 23, what happened in the last 3? Like, what happened in 23? We
Yeah,
had
we got
we're top of the ladder.
final
We're
game.
top.
losses, and in the last 3 games of the year, we actually had wins, and then we built off those 3 wins to then go into finals, and we won the flag.
Yeah, but we
You
were
know.
also pretty definitively the best team in the competition.
Exactly.
We missed finals by like a little bit of percentage, and
Yeah,
like Fly and selection and on field has been better this year, but the amount of games they cost us with stupid selection and lack of
Exactly.
on field moves. And you know what? We nearly made it. And if we'd made it with Brisbane winning from an eliminate, we were the best team in it. By the time the final siren sound, the other teams were shitting themselves that we were going to sneak in, because we could have won it from an elimination. We had
absolutely, we
Brisbane's
could
measure.
have.
We had Brisbane's measure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, so, you know, the selection bullshit and the resting has cost us up to 4 games this year. Certainly today.
I'm at the-
all those
I'm on the
close
phone.
ones, like, ridiculous.
I'm on the firm
It's
belief.
all very
that
good.
The amount of
in
disrespect.
finals-
The amount of disrespect we gave Brisbane, the amount of disrespect we gave them, right, to play Dean on one of their forwards. They spoke about it. The coach would have said to the Brisbane players, "Look at the disrespect they're giving you. They're putting this shit kicker on one of our best forwards. Let's expose him. Let's get him on the lead, and let's rip him to shreds." Absolute fucking disgrace job, mate. Absolute disgrace job. And not only that, you got Darcy Moore playing on what's his name, Logan Morris. Why doesn't the coach change the matchup? Change the matchup before he kicks 6 goals. He nearly kicked 7 goals to that Logan Morris. Unbelievable, mate.
Mm.
Stop putting up,
6
mate.
goals
Hey,
is
Manny,
outrageous.
just
Hello, buddy.
Manny.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. There's one more person on the stage. I'm just gonna add him in. The name's Tyler, and I'll keep it at
Yeah.
6 people. If anyone else wants to join in, they're going to have to wait until one of us logs out. So it's first in, best dressed. So I'm just going to add Tyler in right now.
If someone wants to jump in, let me know. Then I'll jump in.
Yeah, 6 people is enough. So
All right, buddy.
oh, that's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I'll let you know if there's someone waiting. Yeah. All right. Let's continue on. What's all right? I'll ask us all just to give your input. A big call. What's your call for the rest of the year? I reckon we're going to make the prelim at least, yeah, and from what I'm not going to make any big calls from there, but we will make a prelim. I reckon. If we finish third or fourth and we end up playing interstate, which is likely to happen, I reckon. We may lose that first game. We'll win the final after that and make a prelim. And I reckon Geordie is going to be our best player in the finals. That's my call. All right, Kynan.
My call.
You got any big calls?
Big calls. Fuck. I reckon.
I'm going to write these down, and I'll see if he's a good predictors.
I reckon after today, I think Mitchell's gonna have a permanent role as a midfielder.
I was actually going to say that one.
I was going to say that one.
Yeah, that's one of them. And I reckon we're gonna fight. We're gonna verse Geelong in a prelim, and I think we're gonna fuck. I don't know. I have a feeling Geelong's gonna fucking whoop us in a prelim. I have a feeling about Geelong.
Don't say that, man.
Nah, I can't. I've got some bad juju about it. There's something there, and it's I don't know what it is. It's always Geelong too. It's always that fucking club.
Yeah.
Fucking can't stand them. They're my two. They're my two.
All right, Matt. What's your big call, mate?
We're gonna lose to the Hawks. I think they're going to embarrass us. And then we're going to get what we need. And what Collingwood needs is a backs to the walls interstate game against Adelaide. There'll be no more mucking around with selection. We won't have to complain about 5 days breaks. And we're going to beat Adelaide and we're going to beat Melbourne. We're going to finish third. We're going to play Geelong in the qualifying final straight through to a prelim. Beyond that, I think we'll get into the grand final. And I'm being super positive here. There's a bit of wishful thinking going on, but I think the Adelaide game is just what we need. They go away together. It's essentially a final to basically play top 4 because we'll be coming off the loss against Brisbane, loss against Hawthorn, and it's just what we need to pull our fucking finger out. That's what's going to happen.
All right, so you said we're going to lose to the Hawks. We're going to beat the Crows.
Yep.
What did you say? And we're going to make the granny. Did you say anything else? Any other calls there?
I'm not certain about grand final, but we're going to get to a prelim. We're going to beat Geelong in the qualifying final because we'll finish third. They'll finish second, and that's about as far as I'll predict. But if we make it to a prelim, we're pretty good. We're a pretty good show, especially if it's at the G.
All right. Newbie, Tyler.
Hey, I think
How you going, Tyler?
I'm good, thank you. I agree with Kynan.
Yep.
I think Ned Long, unfortunately, is going to be the John Noble of 25, and he's going to sit out the finals. I think Titch is coming in. I think we beat Hawthorn, lose Adelaide, beat Melbourne to finish third, and we'll make prelim.
All right.
But we'll lose the qualifying final.
All right. All right. Beat Hawks, lose to Adelaide. And what was the other one? Sorry?
We'll beat Melbourne, and Ned Long's going to sit out the final.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Titch is going to be in for long for the rest of the season. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Who we got now? Yeah. Manny.
Hello there.
Sorry.
Gonna...
Yep. Someone dropped out.
Go.
I think it was Kynan.
Yeah.
That's all right. Go, Manny. Yeah, Manny, that's all right. Go.
I'm not going to predict anything there. I'm going to watch this week. I'm going to watch them like a hawk this week. I'm going to watch every single decision they make.
Yep.
I'm going to watch every single move they make this week, and I want to see what they're going to do now, and we've got to get this boat back to normal before it sinks. So I'm not going to make any predictions because at the moment I'm not confident. So I'm going to watch every single decision this week closely. I want to see who's going to come back in, who's going to get dropped, and what we're going to do with the side. Because at the moment, the way we're playing there, we won't even beat Melbourne. So I'm going to stay real level-headed now. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to watch what this club does now. Because at the moment, I've lost all confidence in this coaching group and this playing list. Because I guarantee you, next week against Hawthorn, if we come out and play like this, they're going to cut us up like Mijithra. They're going to cut us up like Swiss cheese, mate. I'm telling you, I'm going to stay level-headed. I'm just going to watch this week, and I'm going to watch closely, and we've got to see what they come up with because we have to go back to how we were in the middle of the season. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Just go back to what we were doing when we were winning fucking 10, 11, 12 games in a row. They're getting too cute, too creative, and it's costing us games of football.
All right. Greatness.
God. So I'll just keep it simple. I'll go with the teams. I definitely reckon we'll beat Hawthorn. Definitely reckon we'll beat Melbourne. And I mean Adelaide's like 50-50. We normally have a good record, 9-day break. God, if we beat them, it'll be a tight one, and it'll be a typical Adelaide loss where their supporters will feel like they've been robbed because the meme like robbed right in front of me. Because I can't really see it going any other way than a close Collingwood win. Kind of similar to Kynan's, but I've had this the whole year. For some reason, I've had us in the grand final with Geelong. I haven't been able to shake that feeling all year, and I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing. But I've always had this thought in the back of my head all season that we'll be playing off in the grand final with Geelong. Make of what you will if we win or lose that, but
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare, yeah.
But that's basically where my head has been. I'll probably go out on a limb to say I reckon Markov might miss.
Markov was good.
I know. I said with Mitchell, I think Mitchell's going to be more important than we think. Finals footy is always very contested and very, if you're not attacking the footy and hunting the footy, you're going to have a pretty hard time in finals because that's just the type of footy that's played. I don't think he's going to be, his 23 version in the grand final, but I think we'll be very happy that he'll be there on in game. Don't really know too much of I wouldn't say it's a bold call, but one thing I would love to see, especially if he continues on the form that he is in, I'd love to see Darcy Moore be moved up forward. But
yes.
I just don't think we have the key defenders I just don't think we have the key defenders to sort of fill in his role. But then again, Frampton and Howe probably make that a lot easier of a move to make. But I've always been an advocate for Darcy Moore to be a key forward because I think I've said it.
Forward ruck. He should be a forward ruck, like his dad.
I don't know.
You reckon?
I don't know about.
Oh yeah,
I reckon he'll get smashed in the ruck, Luke.
That's what. No,
We've tried him forward before.
I don't think so.
We've tried him forward before. Buckley days. Buckley days. We tried
his
him.
frame, though, Manny. His frame was so tiny. He's actually because the year he actually left the forward line to go to the back line. That was actually when he built his frame and he actually bulked up a bit. Because 2016, there's highlights footage. If you actually watch him, you can see his frame was slowly coming on. You look at 2016 Darcy Moore and then Darcy Moore now, it's like a night and day difference. You throw him in the forward line with that athleticism, obviously we know he's got a very good ability to mark. We just don't have a full forward. I kind of find it funny how we're going after Ben King. Why the hell are we not trying Darcy Moore as our full forward? And I know, yes,
Yeah, I
he's
know,
our
but-
defender and things like that, but he's a better version of
100%.
Ben King.
The main benefit is he's nowhere near the back line. That's the best part of it. So I don't think they're going to try it this year. This is what I think is going to happen with Moore. Next year, he's not going to be captain, and so they can't keep playing him when he's out of form. And their solution might be to say, okay, let's try you as a ruck forward. So he's going to be forward and giving relief in the ruck. Matt Rendell said he would win a Brownlow as a ruckman if they played him there, but they've never really tried it.
Boys, we're getting.
He's certainly got the mobility.
Yeah.
We're getting
He's
cute
not a
like the
natural
coaches now. There.
Well,
trying to get
I just
cute
want to
like
get him
coaches.
out of Manny. I just want to get him out of the back line. That's
Yeah,
my
but bro,
main
you know what?
goal.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to playing how we were playing before because we beat all these teams at the start of the season. We've already beat all these teams. The reason why we bet them is because we're playing good football and we're connected. All the teams got to go back to normal, get connected again, and beat these teams again like we're beating them at the start of the year. We already gave it to Fremantle. We've given it to Brisbane. We gave it to the Hawks. We just got to get back to fucking how we're playing. We're not playing the fucking same football again.
But how much of that is Howe and Frampton not being in the team?
Yeah, well, you can't play Dean, bro. It's simple. You can't play Dean. You can't play him, bro. Yeah, you can't play him, bro. It's like jumping off a bridge. You know you're going to die. It's ridiculous, bro.
I really do feel Howe and Frampton, like, the differences that they bring in from a system and structure stability point of view, I think it can't be measured because that's just how important it is. Like if you get Frampton, so if we just look at tonight, if Frampton goes on a forgot the guy's name, Henry something Smith. Yeah, Frampton goes on Henry Smith, he doesn't have the impact, right? So they have to find the momentum from somewhere else. You then have Jeremy Howe there, who he probably goes on to like a Logan Morris. So Logan Morris then doesn't have the impact that he has. Then on top of it, you then got Jeremy Howe's like leadership and, you know, he's making everyone in defense accountable, being like, hey, you go man up on this person, you go do that, you go attack the ball. Like, you know, there's so much accountability that Howe's like making sure that everyone's accountable to their own role. I feel like that alone also doesn't get spoken about in terms of how big that is too. Because, I mean, in terms of footy, like we talk about it all the time when it comes to like momentum and, you know, one goal turns into 6 goals because of like how well a team can play. So if you're stopping like momentum, regardless if it's like their way, our way, whichever, you know, these are the things when you get Howe in there, you can like start something from defense and move your way up and then start kicking goals. You kick, you know, like if you kick a handful of them with momentum, next thing you know, if you're down by say 2 goals, all of a sudden you're up by 4, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's because of the momentum in the game. So I think, yeah, and then as I said with like, Frampton, yeah, stopping like, you know, being a big tall down back. You know, that means that Smith and stuff, yeah, doesn't kick his 3, and I think they find it a lot more harder to, you know, find a win. They probably still compete, obviously, and it's obviously a close game. But we've now made it a lot more harder for them to get the win if they get it, which, you know, it's up in the air.
I mean, I think
Well,
we
you
just
know
talk
what,
about today's. Sorry, you go first.
You know what bothers me, brother? This is what bothers me. This is what's pissed me off tonight. If we didn't have Frampton fit and available, and Charlie Dean played tonight, I wouldn't blame Charlie Dean. But the arrogance to have a fit key defender and leave him out of the team and play Dean is an absolute fucking disgrace. We had Frampton sitting there, and we were that arrogant that we played Dean over him. That's what bothers me the most. If Frampton was injured, I wouldn't give a shit. We've got no other choice. We had a choice. We got the Frampton sitting there, but we're playing McStay in the back line. That's what shit clubs do. and we're not a shit side. We're starting to do what shit clubs do, swinging forwards back, leaving defenders out, shit like that. It's becoming ridiculous, mate. You got a key defender, you got a monster there. Play the fucking bloke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as well,
Yeah.
we chose Dean because we saw that there was
Disrespecting
someone like
Brisbane
Henry
too.
Smith playing.
Say that again, Tyler. Sorry.
I think we also got arrogant. We saw that they're playing people like Henry Smith, so we thought, okay, we can play Charlie Dean because we don't need Frampton this week. You know, if Henry Smith wasn't there, who knows if Frampton comes back? Because then we're actually scared rather than showing them disrespect.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct. The same way we disrespect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, let me ask
we
you a
got way
question.
too cute.
Let me ask the chat a question. I just want to find out something, right? Mick, during the week when Dean was selected, what were you thinking straight away? Your first thought when Dean was selected over at Frampton, what was your first thought?
Yeah, straight away I thought, what the fuck's going on? Because at least Frampton can at least take a pack mark, yeah? He doesn't do it all the time, but he can do it. Dean can't do that, mate. And
All right,
Frampton
the next one.
deceptive. What do you mean the next one?
When you finish, Mick, then pass it on to the next one. What was he thinking? So you say your bit, and then
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, go on,
Yeah,
Matt. Sorry.
I was scared. Wait, Tyler, I was scared, straight up.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, I was worried straight away because I thought Dean didn't play a good 3 games. Like maybe he played good against Richmond, but it's Richmond. That's not a good measure of how he's going to play against the top 3 side.
Yeah, and playing good against Richmond, he didn't fucking set the house on fire. He was adequate at best. Yeah?
He was competent.
Yeah,
All right,
against
you
the shit team. Yeah.
Or you want to pick up you're a coach now, and you want to pick up 2 defenders for your team, right? You got Darcy, you got Charlie Dean on the trade table, and you got Billy Frampton on the trade table. Who are you going to trade first?
Dean.
Who would want him?
Nah, I'm saying if you wanted to pick up, if you were a coach now and you want to go buy a player, pick up a player, who would you pick up first? Charlie Dean or Frampton?
Frampton all day.
Yeah, but I don't think that's really a debate though. It's pretty obvious where we would go. Obviously,
How come the coaches can't fucking work it out? Fuck me.
Plus, though.
Yeah. Fly's got this love affair with Dean. I don't know what it is. Look, this is what I heard during training. All right, I don't know who said it. It was either Anthony or Andreas, but apparently Frampton wasn't going in hard or something at training, and Fly took him aside and gave him a bit of a talk, and that could be the reason, maybe why Frampton didn't get the selection. Maybe at training, because Fly took him aside and had a long talk with him. Yeah, I know. Frampton's played in the grand final, man. He's played in the premiership. He was given a job to do, and he did it. So he's not going to be overawed by any situation. So it's ridiculous playing Charlie Dean. I agree. Yeah.
He's an old-fashioned lockdown centre half back. Does his job, keeps his man quiet, takes a few intercept marks. Gets 12 to 15 possessions a game, 4 or 5 marks. What more do you need from a lockdown defence?
Exactly.
And Moore always plays better with him. Darcy Moore always plays better when Frampton's there. It's just
fucking oath.
Yeah.
And then you add Hale in there, and it's like you got system and structure galore there.
That's why I'm not as pessimistic as most of you guys are leading into the finals. Because if we get more Frampton and Howe in defence, up forward in the half forward line. If we can have Shooter, Bo McCreary, and Bobby Hill buzzing around causing havoc, I reckon that they're our keys. And if that's happening, come the first final, I reckon we can beat anyone. That's just me. But those
Nick,
I reckon those two aspects have to happen, mate. Go on, mate.
that's
back?
the assumption that they're not going to drop Dean and bring in Frampton. What if they do that again?
Oh, yeah, I know.
No.
Well,
I can't see that.
Against the Hawks.
And Hawks are playing with about.
I bet you Dean doesn't get dropped. I wouldn't be surprised if Dean doesn't get dropped.
No,
Hawks are playing with about 4 talls at the moment, I think. Is that true? Is anyone watching the Hawks? I think they're playing with 4 tall forwards.
They've got Jack Gunston and Marvell Chol. Yeah, they're playing 4 forwards, or 4 tall forwards.
Yeah.
That's sub one. That's sub one. They subbed it off. That's sub one. Half time. They subbed the forward off at half time. Wasn't working, so they subbed one off.
Yeah, wasn't
They lost it. They ran out of steam. They ran out of steam.
Next week as well, isn't he?
Huh?
I think Reeves is playing next week, isn't he? Or did he play last night?
Who?
Reeves for Hawthorn.
No, he didn't play last
the
night.
Ruckman.
Yeah, okay, so he might be playing because apparently there's talk he'll play next week. So that's also I don't know if you guys know, but we're looking at him in the trade period. So
They're coming off.
Could be his audition game.
probably.
We're getting teams off the bounce as well now for some reason. Every team we're playing is coming off a loss as well.
Yeah. You got to look at it this way too, yeah? We haven't played North, Richmond and West Coast twice. All these teams around us, I reckon they've all played them twice, mate. So I reckon the ladder's a bit skewed like that. We should be 2 games ahead. If at least we play one of those 3 teams twice. We're a game ahead, you know.
It also sucks that this is
fucked.
the first year in a while that we're not playing Essendon twice.
Look at the close fixture there. The Queens are playing twice.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I used to laugh when Hawthorn had their 3-peat. If you go back and look at the fixture, they used to play Gold Coast and the Giants twice every year, and they won back-to-back flags. And so obviously you would have a home game and an away game against both of them. But then every time we played them, I think it was till their 6th or 7th year, we actually played them twice. But then every year prior to that, we always played them once, and it was always away. I always found that fascinating because you'd have and this is back when Collingwood were finishing 13th, 14th and stuff. I just found that fascinating when you got literally reigning premiers back to back and shit like that. They're getting expansion sides twice in the year, but then you get a 13th side that doesn't even get a sniff out of at the MCG. I just and I feel like that there are clubs even this year that are doing the same where they're playing West Coast, North Melbourne, Richmond. You are I guess sort of envy of it, but at the same time, I think at the end of the day, I think I still would rather a harder fixture than an easier fixture. I don't know if that's something you guys want to continue on the conversation with.
We're the best. We're the best team in the league. We're the best team. We're the best team in the league. No one can beat us. The problem we've got now is we're not playing our best football. That's the problem. We're the best team in the league. We've proven it all year. We've been sitting top all year long. But the problem is now we're not playing our best football, and teams are giving it to us. But we're the best team in the league. But we're not connecting, and something's missing at the moment. You could just see something's fucking off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There seems to be a drop off of there's a batch of about 5 or 6 players I reckon that have dropped off a lot. And would you guys agree that Jack Crisp is one of those players?
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, big time there.
I think if he wasn't continuing his record, he would have been managed a few weeks ago.
Yeah. And even Lipinski had that 4-game run where he was hitting these laser passes and he was getting write-ups in the paper saying, look how he's the best guy in the whole league of kicking it inside 50. And he's been really quiet the last 3 weeks too.
That's what I mean, bro. Our team's lowered now in performance. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're not the best team anymore. But when we were humming, we're the best team in the league.
Was Lipinski
You can see
managed
now.
for the Gold Coast game?
You can notice. I've noticed now. I've noticed since 8 weeks ago. Since 8 weeks ago, we've just been beating teams, just getting over the line. And now, as the weeks have gone on, now we're starting to drop games. At the start of the season, we were pumping teams. Now, then we're just beating teams, and now we're starting to drop games. So something's going on.
Yeah.
Are you saying that as in it's like internally, like with the players, or like?
Yeah, it's a system, bro. The system's broken down. I know. You know how I know? It's because tonight when the handballs were going out of the stoppage, the handballs were missing their targets. So it looks like our setup's wrong, and our system's breaking down. And also in defence, they weren't rolling around. You know, we normally roll around, and the player behind comes in for the tackle. There was none of that tonight. It was like we were scrambling. It was like there was a mix-up. That's why
We had no structure.
Yeah, no structure. It's like we're breaking down now. But during the middle of the season, remember how we were real solid and everything was structured? Now we look lost, mate.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you go and watch the Hawthorn match from a few months ago, like everything was clicking. That's where, you know, Ned Long had his, you know, breakout game. And that form's just completely gone.
Exactly.
It's like we're just not connecting. You know, like even last week against Richmond, there were worrying signs there. Like we won, but we weren't convincing. But, you know, even against West Coast, like we weren't,
all those shit teams.
Yeah. Like I think that, like in the last 2 or 3 months, we've played like a good match against Carlton and a good match against Hawthorn. Every other team, we have one good quarter, and you know it patches up the 3 shit quarters that we played.
Yeah. Even like we said. Go, Mick. Sorry, bro. Go, Mick. Go.
I was just going to quickly say we haven't beaten a contender since we smashed Hawthorn in round 12.
I know.
We haven't. Yeah. And that's where we stand. We've been in a form slump, mate.
So
even how we used to see,
fans will say that they're not a contender.
Sorry,
and even Hawthorn fans at the time
said
they're not a contender. So you know, like we beat the top 8 side, but even they said they're not a contender.
Yeah, we got them right at the right time. Yeah.
You know how the ball used to drop in our back 50 when we used to spoil the ball in our back 50, and you got 5 players. You got 5 players on the half back line, right? And we're all running in a wave, and the handball receives going forward off half back. That's all gone now. There, that's missing in action. All the run and carry gone. Even when the players got the ball, and we used to have 2-3 players running from behind and getting the handball received, that's gone as well. So we you know, it looks like there, Mick. It looks like we're playing the Carlton game style there. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Fucking
no.
Just what did everyone think? Like this final quarter, just to put a question out there. This final quarter, did at any point you guys think that we had a chance of winning?
No, there. No way.
That's the. This is the first.
Only because. I'm sorry.
So this is the first match this year, other than the GWS match, where I thought our final quarter was absolutely shit. Like we've got no chance of winning, and that worries.
Bro, when I saw Dean get selected on Thursday night, I knew we were losing this game. I knew it straight away. As soon as I saw Dean's name on the selection board, I knew we lost this game because I knew what Brisbane was going to do. They're going to play straight through Dean and they're going to expose Darcy Moore. I fucking knew it. As soon as I saw Dean on that selection table, I said, "Now we're gone. Now you can't play Dean against the Premiership, the winners. They're Premiership. The premiers are there. We're not playing against Richmond. We're playing against the big boys."
Yeah.
Although, just to continue the point I was going to make with the fourth quarter, I felt like it was very much in the same vein as when we played Brisbane in 23, when we played them at Marvel. It just sort of felt like in the fourth quarter we just seemed to like wave the white flag a bit because we just knew that the game wasn't going to be won. So there's like no point losing by 1 point or by 60. So I feel like we sort of like put the
brakes on.
Yeah. We sort of just like, all right, let's just ease up a bit, prioritize our health first, so that we can live to see another day. So because if we go into Hawthorn and stuff, you want to be as fresh as possible, and you don't want to be going into contests and if you go into a contest and you hip and shoulder someone, you go, oh damn, my shoulder's a bit sore. You don't want to have that going into Hawthorn, because especially as well, Hawthorn's a very contested side too. So if they're going to attack the footy, you're going to have to as well. So and I know it's like it's like knocks like here and there, so it may not be like something little, but if that one knock becomes, oh shit, I've done my shoulder now, or like for whichever reason, when injuries happen, they happen. So you sort of, and Collingwood have been the type of team to do that. Not just this year, but over the years, I feel like in the last, at least since Flyers taken over, every time we
that was our problem last year. So
yeah,
that was our problem last year, where we'd start rushing in the final quarter, and like Mychek got injured twice in 2 final quarters last year.
Yeah,
where he's overextending himself for these rubbish contests, and he's out for like 4 or 5 weeks. That's why it's very possible that there could have been. It's very possible there could have been injury management. Like basically, okay, wave the white flag. We're not going to win this one. Let's make sure we're there next week. Full team.
Yeah.
You can't do that, bro. You got to play every game on its merits, bro. They got to go in full ball there. If you don't go in full ball in AFL football, you got no chance, buddy. You know what I mean? You're not going to win nothing.
If you know you can beat the next like few teams, because we only really need to win 2.
Yeah, but we don't know. Yeah, but Sean, we're assuming we're going to beat the next 3. We thought we were going to beat fucking Fremantle. We got pumped. We thought we were going to beat fucking who else did we lose to? We thought we were going to win all those games.
We actually don't know what the club's thinking. We don't know what their plans are. And it could be a thing of like, okay, we need, say, 3 wins, 2 wins. Okay, if we can afford a loss. If it gets to the third quarter and we're down by, say, 20 points, and it's a hard contested team that we're playing against, which, Brisbane can play a contested game. There's no point going into a fourth quarter when the game's at a loss and going in, attacking a hard ball, getting a bad shoulder out of it or whatever. Because then at that point, you're then going to get injured. That player's then out. Then what's the point if you're having, say, 3 or 4 injuries going into finals? If they're a part of your, I'm just trying to think of a player like, if like a Long or a Mitchell, if they go in for a hard ball and they do a shoulder because, they've gone in at a contest that doesn't matter, that's going to be pretty shit, right? So, I think prioritizing health when you can, it's not saying that we're going into the game to lose, but we're not going to, but we can go into games when we switch the priorities, and the priorities is health first over form. Because there's no point having form with the players out on the sidelines because he's hurt, if you know what I mean.
So you're telling me the third quarter address, Flyers told the players, hey boys, you know what? Just don't go in too hard now so we don't get injured for next week.
No, I'd say that
you actually don't think that happens?
No.
It's obviously not said like that, but you don't think that happens.
Manny, I'm thinking if they see 8 minutes left and they're just not putting up the signs, to go. It's more like, all right, that's it. I'm not definitely not that 3/4 time. More 8 minutes left, 5 goals down.
Yeah, the problem is, bro. That should be coming out from the first bounce and putting their bodies on the line. They don't have to worry about the last quarter. You know what I mean? The problem is we're not starting good. Last 5 weeks, we haven't been starting well either. We've been down every quarter, I think. Every quarter we've been down. Every quarter. Tonight we're down 5 goals to 1, I think.
Yeah, but I think it also comes down to when it comes to Collingwood, and you guys can agree or disagree with this, but there's a saying that I've been saying about Collingwood is that we play to what we need, but not to what we want. That, like, there's been even if we go back to the Richmond game, everyone wanted a 10 plus goal win, yeah. But what we needed was a win and maybe a little bit of percentage, but not too much. You know, we got the win, we got a little bit of percentage by winning by 6 goals. But obviously we didn't get the percentage. But if you get enough wins, the percentage, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to be making top 4. So as long as you're, because I would rather getting the win and the percentage, getting the win and having the health, you know, prioritized, than going into getting a win and getting a little bit of extra percentage. So at the end of the day, that's only going to make it like that might change your position by 1 or 2 spots. Or sorry, by like 1 spot either way. Which I don't think
Our
that
levels
really
dropped off. Our levels dropped off now. We've only been a bottom 4 side in the last month, so that tells me our levels dropped off. We're not at the level of the big boys, so we've dropped off. So they got to get back into gear, and we'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, we've only beaten Richmond in the last 4 fucking games, and now we're getting beaten by interstate teams at the MCG as well.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Let me have a look. So I'll look back at 23 because I think it's roughly a similar path to 23.
But 23, the teams that we lost to Hawthorn, who was, you know, okay, that was a random loss, but we lost to Brisbane, who were top 2, and Carlton, who are resurging.
Yeah.
So it's not like we lost to random teams like Gold Coast or Freo.
Yeah.
Like the losses were respectable. Like it sucked, but it was, you know, it is what it is.
We don't.
Also,
Can I make a point? Can I make a point? How many games, and this has been the last few years, but how many games have we won where we've played in patches, quarter here, quarter there, we're not quite humming, but we win.
Yeah.
Now it's such small margins. The Dean's selection in the Freo game and this game, that was enough. Just that by itself to cost us the game.
Exactly.
Because Freo jumped us because of it, and Moore was responsible as well. And tonight we got jumped, and Dean and Moore were in the gun. It was a train wreck that first quarter. So you've got to just have all of your, you know, not everything's going to go right, but don't shoot yourself in the foot with shit like that, which is totally it's totally avoidable.
Yeah.
So
losing it at selection.
Losing it at selection.
I think that's what. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I got on a drag race. So I got to a drag race instead of taking your big block. Instead of taking your big block to the drag race, fully blown machine, you're taking your fucking Datsun 180B, right? And you're getting fucking smashed down the quarter mile. Makes no fucking sense, mate. You know, it's ridiculous, mate.
Yeah. So we could have easily won the Freo game and even this game tonight. Just a couple of other things. A few things didn't happen. We easily win those games. But you know, just little things that cost us.
And that Freo game, we're up by fucking 22 points, mate.
Yeah.
Do you think
we've lost the aura in last quarters?
But sorry. Yeah.
I was going to say, so all that first half of the year, we had that fucking fly trap game plan where, you know, teams could not break through. Yeah, we had this like a real elaborate system of defending the space, and it just seems like the better teams have kind of like worked it out by doing all these little short diagonal kicks and eventually breaking through. And I hope that's, you know, we're not like a one-trick wonder type, you know, like I hope, you know, because the better teams like, you know, your Freos and your Brisbanes and your Gold Coasts, they seem to like, you know, just run through us like we're nothing. Whereas at the start, the first half of the year, that was all everyone was talking about. You can't get out of Collingwood's forward line because they're defending the space so well. And that probably goes with all those resting and all the selection changes. You know, so yeah, that's probably another factor.
Teams are winning.
I mean,
Teams
it's
are
like
winning
the
the
way
ball. Go, bro. Go. You go, bro. You go.
But yeah, like just to Mick's point, that's the way that we played the second quarter. You know, they were just basically hack kicking, or Lions were basically hack kicking it out of their defense. Like we set up well in the middle, but we just can't do that for all four quarters. You know, once they get momentum, we're screwed.
Then you got them. Then you got them taking the ball off us. They're taking the ball off us in the midfield. We're trying to make runs. They're taking the ball off us by laying the tackles. They're sticking tackles. We're missing tackles. You had an example today of that Will Ashcroft in our forward 50. He must have shrugged 5 tackles. He handballs the ball to McCluggage. McCluggage finds Rayner, and he's sitting right on top of the square, free by himself. Broken tackles everywhere. We're not sticking tackles. It's like we're just 5% off. If you're that 5% off in AFL football, you're gonna get hammered. You know what I mean?
It was kind of like the Giants game, right? Because I think was it Brown from the Giants. He did something similar. I'm only just thinking about this now. Where,
the head's not in the game. The head's not in the game.
What's that?
Yeah, they haven't got for some reason they haven't got their heads in the game properly. It's like we're missing just about 5% of performance. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on. We're in a form slump, but there's something happening because we're not the same team as we were before.
Yeah. Hey, can I talk about Houston?
I was just about to bring him up.
Okay, all right. I've got a few points to make on it. Now, first of all, the Houston Lovers and the club, they peddle out this line that, Lockie Schultz took a year to get into it. Like, what's that got to do with anything? Like, imagine you've been in a new job, you've been there for 12 months, you're underperforming, and your boss says to you, mate, it's not quite working out. What have you got to say about it? Oh, there was another guy in this company who has a different job to me last year. He wasn't any good either. Like, what's that got to do with anything? And in defense of Lockie Schultz, I was critical of Lockie Schultz, but you can't falter his effort. Like, he had a crack. Yeah. It wasn't working out for him, but still, I thought he needed to get dropped, work himself into form in the twos. With Houston, like, I played most of my footy career amateur level, but I played on the halfback flank for a lot of it. There are so many easy kicks you can get when your big defender or a ruckman comes back and takes a mark. It's an easy handball receive. They're cheapies, but you get into the game. Like, how often does Darcy Cameron run back, take one of those great marks, and he's kicking it himself? Why isn't Houston running around the back and getting that? He had 3 touches up until halftime. That's not good enough. Now, it's not personal against Dan Houston, but if it's about selection integrity, he goes back to the twos. He works himself into better form in the twos, and you give someone like Parker or Allen comes into the side. What's wrong? If Steele Sidebottom went back to the halfback flank, he'd be getting 25 plus every game and be creating back there. So, yeah. That's what I think about that. It's not good for selection integrity.
You know what's happening, bro? You know what's happening? I noticed it tonight. I don't blame Houston tonight because our defensive tours were that pathetic that I saw Houston going back deep inside 50, trying to help out our defenders, right? Because our defenders were overloaded. That's why he was giving away high free kicks. Because every time he gave away a high free kick, it was deep in that defensive line. Yeah. So I reckon Houston had to come back tonight. Even what's his name? Even Perriman had to go back in the defensive 50, right, and help out. That's why we're giving away all those high free kicks because our half backs, their job is once the ball hits the ground, they're there to rebound, for us to rebound off back 50. So we need Darcy Moore and Dean to spoil the ball, so the ball lands in the feet of Houston, Quaynor, and Perriman, so we can rebound. But because Darcy Moore and Dean are playing like shit kickers, then you got Houston and you got Quaynor playing on fucking tall forwards, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
It goes back to the Dean selection, mate.
It puts the pressure. The key forwards are like just butchering it. It does put the whole back line under pressure. But even when the back line's been playing really well and we're the best back line in the comp and we're just tight as, Houston's still, not making an impact. So because he was our big name recruit. Because Houston was our big name recruit, we gave a lot up for him. The club would be under political pressure not to put him in the twos. If it was Parker or someone else and they weren't playing well, they're straight back to the twos. But the club doesn't want to look embarrassed. So it's politics that he can just keep his spot regardless. Same with Darcy Moore. Darcy Moore, he could easily get dropped, but because he's captain, they're not going to drop him. We all know that. But I mean,
Can I also make it? Sorry. Yeah,
Can someone check something for me? Can someone check something for me? When we were winning 12 games in a row, who was our backline? Who was in our backline? Can anyone remember? I remember we were getting one injury. We were getting one injury, and then another player was coming in. But what was it? What was our normal backline? We were just smashing teams. Was it Frampton, Howe, Moore, Houston, and Braden Maynard, I think.
Two
of them. We would always have two.
Howe, Maynard, Dacos, Houston, and Quaynor.
That's it. That's the back line.
Yeah, we always had two of Mao out of Howe, Brampton on Moore. We always had at least two of those guys. We need two.
Well, that's what we've got to go back to.
Is the defender on
that's what we have to go back to it.
That's what we've got to go back to. That's it.
And that's what I say. Come finals time when they're all playing. Come finals time when they're all in, I'll give us a chance, But yeah, we'll see how we go anyway.
But one more thing on Moore, he had 4 double fister spoils tonight. Now he marks those like he did in 2022, 2023. We used to set up attacks with Moore doing those intercepts.
Yeah.
He needs to start marking those.
Yeah,
because
that's ridiculous.
That just goes out of bounds. It goes out of bounds, and it's a forward stoppage for Brisbane. We should be popping that on someone's chest on the wing and starting an attack. It's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating. When you see other teams, when you see other teams, they've always got that big, tall bastard at the back, and he takes a million marks. That should be Darcy, man.
Yeah,
those double-fisted, what he's been doing, it just kills me. Yeah.
Again, like Manny was saying, that's putting the back line under pressure when we're just putting it to ground where someone should take an easy intercept mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I think it's again, it comes back to Dean. He doesn't play that role that Frampton plays for Moore to allow him to mark it. Moore's forced to double fist it out. Like, I think he panics.
He's not forced to, but he obviously.
I have seen Moore do that a lot more tonight than I have. Like, I don't know if he's done it more, but in terms of me seeing it, it was far more obvious tonight than it has been all season.
Yeah.
So Moore got spoken to. Moore got spoken to 3 weeks ago after the Fremantle game. He's gone back to his old shit again. What has happened to him now? I wonder if he's going to get spoken to again.
Yeah.
It was very, very obvious, and I never pick up on things like that. So,
yeah. I'll change the subject. Looks like Markov and Allen are fighting for a place in the team. Markov seems to be Fly's love child, and he's been that for a couple of years now. Not last year, but What do you reckon? Markov was okay. Like he runs into space and usually he can hit a target. But you reckon we should be
thought he was okay.
putting more games into Allen?
Yeah,
I like
absolutely. Like it's not even a question in my mind.
It's just
Well, I
Yeah,
talk about this
Markov
year
over
or
Allen.
in the future.
What about Hoskin Elliott? He was hopeless tonight.
Yeah, I'd agree. With
Oh,
I thought Markov was better than Hoskin Elliott.
Yeah, Markov hasn't been our weak link. In
please
the
don't tell
matches.
me.
Like, he's played-
Go on, Tyler.
Yeah, no, that's it. Markov hasn't been our weak link in these last 3-4 matches. Like he's played his role. Like he can be better, but he hasn't been that weak.
Yeah. And Allen's made some like glaring mistakes that kind of like the ball just bounces past him and stuff like that. Yeah.
I
You know
think
who we
that's
missed
why
tonight,
he's-
boys? You know who we missed?
What?
You know who we missed tonight? I was thinking about it. You know who we missed tonight? There was one player we missed tonight,
McCreary.
mate, and we took him. We missed him, but we took him for granted. There was one player that we missed tonight, and we took him for granted. I was thinking about it during the game.
Sully?
Fucking oath, mate. The meatball Sully, right? We missed him tonight. He does a few cool things in the midfield. He gets the ball out. You know what I mean? We missed him tonight. You could just see we missed him.
Imagine to go out 100% though. Like,
Do you reckon
forget
they
about
rest the Goey against Hawthorn?
Nah, he just had
please
15
no.
months off fucking resting. What are resting
Yeah,
these
no.
players for? He just had 15 months off, bro. No more resting fucking Red Haven shit, man.
personally,
just-
worst case scenario,
You never know
they'll-
who's going to get rested, though.
Hmm.
You just
Well,
never know.
who are we resting then? We've rested everyone in the fucking team. Well, we might as well rest the president and might as well rest fucking the boot starter. We might as well rest every fucking one there.
Can we rest the
So
selection
when-
committee?
when
Bring
is,
in
Bo coming
another
back?
team for the next few weeks.
Are we trying to get a sponsor
Yeah.
from what's a
Haven.
company that does like beds and stuff?
Yeah, Rest
Sleepy,
Haven.
something like that.
Yeah, Temper.
Sponsor.
Temper.
Yeah, Temper. There you go. Temper mattresses.
Imagine being on 800 grand a year and you get to have a rest every fucking 3-4 weeks. These guys.
Imagine having a baby.
Or
Yeah?
for 5
Imagine
weeks.
having a baby. Imagine having a baby there. Imagine having a newborn, right? And getting paid match payments, 40 grand, right? And getting to stay home with the newborn baby, like what's his name did? Membry.
Yeah.
Membry. We really missed him, and he's kicking against Freo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, newborn baby, mate. The family club, mate. The family club. Don't worry about premierships. Nah, we don't want to win premierships, mate. Just you go home, get paid, and stay with your newborn baby, and let your wife sleep in. Make sure you let your wife sleep in as well.
And it was his third kid as well, mate. Come on, man. It's not like his first
I know.
one.
Oh, I thought it was his first one. I thought that's why it was a big deal. It's his.
Nah. It's
That's his third.
Yeah, I'd say it's his third because there's definitely been footage of at least one or two of them around the club.
Fuck me.
And he couldn't spare
Getting
3 hours
yeah.
to play the match.
Huh?
He couldn't spare 3 hours to play the match.
Yeah, family club,
I
bro.
know.
Don't worry about premierships, mate. Don't worry about premierships, mate. Let's just go and do the family club crap. Don't worry.
But so I
He had a
actually
shocker
saw
today.
that
He was
because
dropping marks left, right, and centre.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he had a sit up. What was it, third quarter? Like that was like inexcusable. That one.
At important moments too.
They put the pressure.
Please
they
don't
put the
tell me
pressure-
that. Yeah. Please don't tell me that Hoskin Elliott's got one more year left on his contract.
No, he's out of
No
contract.
way.
No, he's up for contract this year.
In fact, I can go through
Mate,
the out of
if we
contract if you want.
He's a
Go.
He's a
Yeah.
wise teacher's
Yeah.
pet.
All right, give
Well,
me a
I love
second. I'll find
Yeah.
it.
It's Myercheck, Hoskin Elliott, Cox, Elliott, Howe, Sidebottom, Pendlebury.
Hey,
All right, I got it. So we've got these are the players that have a contract. Elliott, Ron Steele, Scott Penderbury, Finlay McRae, Mason Cox, Tom Mitchell, Hoskin Elliott, Frampton, Myercheck, Markov, Dean, Howes, AJ, Lockie Sullivan, Sidebottom, and Howe. Those are the guys that are out of contract.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a fair few.
Yeah. There's about 5 or 6 of those that are going to be looking for work next year.
There was
do you think
rumors or talk
McRae?
about Hoskin and Howe potentially retiring too. There's been some whispers about that.
Now, how's been offered a contract? How's been offered a contract? Jamie Elliot's been offered a contract.
But it's still whispers. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but I'm just saying like there has been talks because I'm sure it'd be weighing up because for all we know, Howe could look at 350k and go, nah, I'd rather not. He probably may not, and he might sign it. But at the end of the day, I guess it's common sense. He's at that age where he'd probably be thinking about it. But
I'll play for 350 grand and get rested every fucking 2 weeks.
it sounds like a pretty good job, eh?
That's what I.
How about AJ? Remember when AJ first?
Sorry. Yeah.
Go, Tyler. Sorry. Go, mate.
How many of these players are going to be delisted and then re-rookied?
That's the thing. So you can do it to 2 because you'll always have 2 spots on the rookie list.
Yeah. So it looks like, in my opinion, they're going to just keep doing that with Markov.
Well, you can't because
Peanuts.
Markov's already on the rookie list. You can't. I don't think you can delist a rookie player and then put him back on the rookie list. Like you have to. You'll have to delist like a guy on the rookie list. So hypothetically, certain player on rookie list. I won't name names, but a certain player on the rookie list, you delist that player. You then say, I don't know who's like someone that's like good enough to play, but like say he's like in between year like 25 to 30. You basically delist them and then you put them on the rookie list. I don't think if there is one here. Even like a Jacob Ryan, maybe like throw Jacob Ryan in there, so you put him on the rookie list because he's also injured as well, right? So you put him on the rookie list and stuff, and so I don't think there's many. I don't think there's much interest for him out there. He's out of contract next year, but yeah, put him on the rookie list. You get him on a rookie contract instead of a seniors contract. So you sort of save a bit of cash there. That's probably an option they could look at.
Yeah, no, I thought that you could delist a rookie and then relist them as the rookie. Yeah, that's my bad then.
If it's a rookie to rookie, you're basically doing the same thing. So
that's what. Yeah, because you need to make 5 changes in the list. So
it depends. It's rough. I think on average it's about 7. I think because you got to look at trade targets like free agency. You got to have at least 3 draftees. So that's 3 listings right there, and it just depends.
Yeah.
Let's see who plays good in finals first, mate. Then we'll see we have to wait and see who plays good in finals first, and then we'll see what they're going to come up with. We don't know what's going to happen now, mate, with these fucking players.
I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah. Mate, I remember AJ when he started. I thought he was going to be a fucking superstar.
He was there. He was.
I remember after there was a game against Richmond. There was a game against Richmond in the pouring rain where he literally won it for us. And I remember sitting with a Richmond supporter next to me. And I just said to him, mate, this kid's going to fucking blow the competition apart. That's one of the worst fucking calls I've ever made. Having said that, I said Alex Fasolo was going to be a fucking gun.
So did I.
AJ was there. AJ was there. I used to watch him every week there. I used to watch AJ every week at Spur. I used to watch him. AJ was a gunner there. I used to watch him every week. My godfather lives across the road from Sturt Football Club. I used to watch him. There was a gun. Yeah. You weren't wrong.
Yeah.
He used to play for Sturt, but then when he come to the AFL, he was too lazy there. That's why they fucking dropped him.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah,
House
the big city,
involved?
mate.
He was South Australian.
Yeah, Howes as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's Weston.
House is coming good. I'm actually really keen on House. He when we get him in the preseason and he has that full preseason under his belt. Yeah, watch out for that kid because he's.
What's,
Harry played alright today as well. Harry played alright as well. Dimatier played alright as well in the VFL. I was
Yeah.
watching him.
And Steen as well. He had another good one.
I really.
What
like
about the
to see
forgotten
him
man?
run.
The
Mason?
forgotten man, Charlie West.
Well,
I know he's been out,
Yeah.
Injured.
but fucking hell, what a prospect, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you get House at
Good
full
mark.
forward and Charlie Weston half forward, and then you got the Zach McCarthy coming through the NGAs.
Yeah.
That kid full forward and half forward. Take your pick. He might take a bit to like come on
Hopefully.
because he's only going to be a kid and he's lightly framed, but kid's very.
We
talented.
need checkers.
Yeah.
We need checkers for the next year or two to help these young key forwards.
Well, that's the thing. So the club's only
Yeah.
wanting to give him 1 year, but I think that's because we're going after Ben King. So
Yeah,
to get,
Well, if we get
but then
if we get
but then
Ben
in saying
King, then
that,
that's fair
I'd
enough.
rather give him 2 years anyway, because you can sort of up his contract, say this year, and then give him a bit of a cheaper deal for the second year and sort of ease him into the VFL. Because then by then you'll have Ben King, and whether if Checkers wants to stay on or not, that'll be obviously his call. I feel like that would be probably like the best of both worlds, where Checkers gets his second year, and we'll have hopefully we'll have King by then. You'll have King, McStay, and like Tim Membry in the. Well, I mean, even Tim Membry will be out of contract by then too, so who knows? But I feel like Checkers has to get a 2-year deal, right?
But
Yeah,
how much
that's
how
fair.
much truth is there that there's other clubs circling him because of the 1 year deal?
They are there.
Well, someone
Um,
like Hawthorn would love him.
Every club but
Already has-
Carlton. Every club is but Carlton because they're just fucking too dumb to do it. That's what every club's circling him. But you know what? I'll be saying, Checkers, listen here, buddy. Right? We pulled you out of the VFL and we gave you an opportunity. Sign the fucking contract, and if you don't like it, well, fuck off, buddy. We can't have players wanting the club to ransom. Simple as that. I'll talk Checkers, mate. Sign the 1 year contract, buddy. And if you don't want to sign the 1 year contract, that's all right. You go to another club, and I'll bring Charlie West in, and I'll develop him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily holding them to ransom. It's also like the negotiating phase, right? So even though he's like out of contract now, if he let's just say hypothetically he just like plays an absolute blind, like he has blinded games until the grand final. If he's wanting, say, let's just say the offer is say 300K, right? If he goes and say kicks 5 goals every week until grand final day, he can go to the club and be like, hey, instead of 300, I want 500. If he's doing that, we probably give him 500, right? So like, it's not necessarily of like how he's. I think it's more of a waiting game, and I think the more that he's going to play, that's where he's sort of going to try and up his money that way by saying, hey, I want this amount of money and stuff. Personally, I think he'll probably sign, but I think it's also a bit of a waiting game, which is the same with from what I'm hearing about Darcy Cameron as well. When you
say if you're Checkers, wouldn't you say this? Oh, thank you very much, Collingwood Football Club, because if it wasn't for the Collingwood Football Club, I would have never made all the money that I've made. I would have won a premiership, and I would still be playing in the fucking VFL. Simple as that. If it wasn't for Collingwood, no one would have picked it up.
Process. But like it's, I mean, the other thing too that we don't look into as well is it could be the manager. The manager's like, hey, hang on, if you hold on, we can get an extra 20K out of the club. That 20K, like, it won't all go into the manager's pockets, but it'll be an extra, I don't know, 5K in his pocket, and he's going to give a shit about that. Checkers,
that's the rumor that that was going around with Darcy Cameron, that he's happy with the contract, his manager's not.
That's from I've spoken to people in the know, and that's exactly what I've heard. The
What does
manager.
he tell his manager to go fuck himself? He could tell his manager to go fuck himself. Well, he could sack his manager. If Dusty Cameron's happy with the contract, all he should do is tell his manager to fuck off and get a new one.
He doesn't have to listen to the manager, but these managers can be quite persuasive, especially if they get the wife involved. You know.
Yeah, well, So in terms of the last I heard about the situation is that the last I heard about the situation is Cameron's very happy to stay at Collingwood, but they just want a little bit more money. But then in saying that, the amount that he wants, it's not what's been reported out there. Apparently, he'll still be one of the cheaper rucks going around in the comp, but he just wants a little bit more because for what he wants, apparently, if you know I don't know what the number is, but I was told the number that he wants to sign for, you'd be very surprised how low it is, especially for a main ruck. So, because I think his last deal he was on 600. So if he's asking for 700-800, I mean, geez, come on, like we've got to sign him for that deal, surely.
Yeah.
For me, it's simple. If you have to rest a player 7 times a year, if you have to rest a player for 7 times a year, you might as well not sign him up anymore. These players need one.
Rested, though.
Who?
Darcy Cameron hasn't rested though.
No, I'm not talking about Darcy. I'm talking about the older players.
Checkers, yeah.
Yeah,
Checkers plays 4 weeks and he needs a rest.
Exactly.
I mean, I was looking at Checkers' record earlier this week, and the last few years he's played full seasons, except last year where he played 11, and this year as well he hasn't played a full season. So, Manny's correct. It's like he's holding the club to ransom, despite the fact that his body is breaking down.
Exactly.
But it's also, but the club has also come out and said that they're not negotiating contracts till the end of the year with some of the older guys too. So it's not just like Checkers; it's the club that's. Yeah, I don't think any of them are like in a rush to sign, to be honest. And I think it's just all once we get hopefully once we get Cameron out of the way and a few of the other guys, then we can go to some of the older guys and I think once there's like a collective of okay, each of the older guys will get say 300K each. That's when they can all get together as a huddle and be like, hey, yeah, this is right. And, obviously, it won't be exactly like that, but from what the club has stated, it's all going to be like at the end of the year, apparently.
Who do you think is going to be asked to retire this year?
Well, the whispers are Howe and Hoskin Elliott.
Yeah, not Cox.
Oh, Cox is gone. Retirement, he's going to get delisted.
That's what they make it nice. They basically tell them that you've got no spot. You can you have a farewell game, or you can go out on your own terms rather than them swinging the hammer.
I mean, in fairness, like Cox should probably get a retirement sort of like a package in terms of like a video package of his highlights and everything, and should have the label of retirement. It's just I don't know,
Richmond game.
Yeah. But like I don't know, like I've seen Cox too much this year to the point where like I've just seen enough of him, which probably sounds very harsh, but like,
Sean,
I'm such a big fan of Steen as well too. Like we need to be playing Steen over him. So
Cox went from being assured of 1 or 2 goals a game. That's one of his upsides. He was a very accurate kick for goal. Totally lost that. And he'd be good for 3 or 4 marks around the ground every game. Doesn't do that anymore. So what's the point?
Well, he wasn't doing that like last year.
He did.
I think he was doing it the year before though. Yeah. I think there was a couple games. I remember there was a Geelong game where he took a couple of intercept marks in defence, and I remember the supporters were giving him a Bronx cheer every time he did it. Because he had like 3 of them in like 5 minutes or something. That was insane. But no, I think his time's done at the moment. To be honest,
got to play consistently, mate. Go, Mick.
He can look back. He can look back and be satisfied with a pretty good career, premiership, that big game, that prelim against Richmond. He was shining real brightly for a good 2-3 seasons there, and he didn't even know what footy was until he was 26 or 25 or whatever. So
you
really can't complain.
I'd be really interested by though. Just sorry to cut you off, but what I would really love to know, because you know how when Ollie Henry left, he was crying about how he was homesick. I'd love to know Mason Cox's take on that, because obviously he's from America and stuff. But Ollie Henry just drove down the road to Geelong. Cox is in America, and he's just homesick. The fuck?
Yes.
It's
like someone at Hawthorn saying, "Oh, I don't want to play at Hawthorn. Waverley's so far away."
Is Ollie Henry in the Rezzies now?
I think so. Yeah.
Is he playing VFL now? Far
I
out.
think he's played most of his season VFL. I can check.
Yeah, let me check.
That's another one I thought was going to be a superstar.
Who's got the background noise?
Oh, no. It's gone.
No, it looks like he's just got dropped the last couple of weeks for VFL.
Yeah.
He's played. Oh no, he's played 15 AFL games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always found that funny how Ollie Henry he wanted to go home because he was homesick, and we literally had Mason Cox in the team in a different country.
I think it was funny because Joe Danaher wanted to live a quiet life, and he kept driving 2-3 hours to Springfield, where Brisbane's home ground is. Their training session, and he lived in New South Wales. It was a 3-hour drive there and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy, was homesick for a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
Speaking of homesick, what's going to happen with Bobby Hill? We're going to have to trade him or what?
No, I think he stays now. I don't. Yeah. I think he stays now. I don't know how much I should get into that stuff, but so I think everything that's been reported is pretty much close enough. But yeah, didn't he have a statement saying that he's not going anywhere? He's gonna respect the contract.
Like the full support of the board type of comment.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, because at the end of the day, his kids are going to be in Western Australia. That's I think a given. I wouldn't begrudge him leaving, because at the end of the day, family's family. But
not at all. I didn't.
Yeah, we'll just see with that. But at the moment, it seems like he's staying, but you never know.
I would begrudge him, mate. I'll begrudge him fucking big time, because his wife knew, his missus knew that he was signing a contract, and for her to get up and leave, that's her fucking fault. If I was Bobby, I'll be telling his missus, you stay there. I'll go out and party, pick up women every night. You look after the kids. You stay in Perth, and I'll stay in Melbourne and run amok.
Mm.
She knew, mate. She knew he was signing a contract. What did she get up and leave for? They would have spoken about it, mate.
I've known about this information since probably about January, so it's nothing. No, even before January, this isn't anything new from them. At least from what I knew.
I don't want to be a rumor spreader, but I heard he was he had a roving eye. I'll just leave it at that. That's just like that's what I've heard it from a couple of different people now, and I'm not close to the club or anything. I'm just talking like other Collingwood members, But yeah, who knows? But if that's the case, then he doesn't need to go back to Perth. You can play you can play here as a free man, and and he looked lively today.
And especially with we know Yeah, we always like to manage our players, and they can go off and have holidays. So,
Yeah.
But no, I mean, as long as he's happy here and everything's all good and stuff. Because I think that's probably the main thing is that you just hope that he's okay, like mentally and emotionally, and obviously his situation. Just we hope that obviously best case scenario plays out.
Yeah.
I reckon these boys. I reckon these boys have to grow some fucking testicles and play like AFL footballers, old school style. Not worry about all the bullshit. Go out there and play some fucking decent football and stop all the bullshit, resting and fucking all the crap. Go out there and get the fucking job done. Enough's enough, mate. All this fucking crap. Years ago, I used to watch players. Years ago, they were ruthless, mate. No bullshit. No, even ask Mick. Mick knows as well. Old school players, mate. No mucking around. 7 out of 10 every fucking week. Right? No off games. Playing a decent, consistent football every week. Get the job done. Fucking hell.
Well, do you remember when
times have changed, man?
Yeah. Well, do you remember when Sidebottom? I think he was rested. I can't remember what round it was. But I think even he had a comment being like, "Oh, that he wasn't happy with the call or something." But then once he did, he was. So I'm just sort of curious. Do you think that that's, because it wouldn't be a call by the player, yeah? Would it be by Jared Wade, or even like Fly
The
himself?
psychologist.
Yeah, like Jackie.
Yeah, but surely, bro. Surely, if you have to be rested more than 2 times a year, you shouldn't be on the fucking list, bro. Simple. You got to buy. You got to buy in the middle of the year. You should rest 1 more time, maybe 2 more times, and that's it. Yeah, 2 buys. There you go. Hey.
The flip side to that,
Manny, you get the one before the final.
Yeah. The flip side to that is, remember, Geelong won a flag by resting a lot of players. So we're probably looking at it like that when Geelong won that flag, whatever it was.
Yeah, they had Selwood and
always
on
resting
most weeks. Yeah.
The difference, Mick, though, is that Geelong didn't have injuries. We're resting players when we couldn't afford to.
Exactly.
Yeah, you rest players when you've got depth and you don't. You can cover the people you're resting. We're resting people and we don't have anyone to replace them. That's what's so madness.
Yeah. The pies.
So Howe and Frampton are coming in next week, apparently. Other than who's one coming out?
You mean they're available?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Coming in.
Yeah, they should.
What makes you so positive there? We thought Frampton was coming in for Dean, and he kept Dean in the side. I won't be surprised if he keeps Dean in the side again. I'm telling you, mate. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this play.
I'm just saying, assuming both of them come in next week, Dean comes out. Who's the next player coming out?
Markov.
So then when
Jordy's getting a full game.
Well, how's this? So in terms of the Hawthorn game, how do you reckon we play Geordie? Do we make him this up, or do we do
full game, man?
Full game?
Full game, bro. Full game now. Full game, that's it.
Yeah. 2 full games in a row. Yeah. If we have to rest him against Melbourne, but but then we've got a bye after that anyway.
We've got the bye, Mick,
Exactly.
After Hawthorn, it's a 9-day break. It's a 9-day break after Hawks.
Is it
do we have EK for McCreary?
Do we know if the VFL's playing that bye week? Because you could even play him in the VFL then at that point, yeah?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Just excuse me, guys. I'm going to go make myself a coffee. I'll be back.
Greek coffee specialist.
Yeah,
Greek
mate.
coffee. Like I
We'll,
No, it will be a
Alright.
Nescafe, I reckon.
know.
you can scare the shit, Nick. No worries. So tell us about Noah Howes, Sean.
Yeah. It's full forward. Everything that we are desperate for. Hopefully he has a really good preseason and kicked four today. Kicked 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Kicked 5 about 2 weeks ago, I believe. Had a bit of a slow start. Like his first 3 games, like he didn't really get near it. Like he worked up the ground a bit, being a bit more of a centre half forward. But it's kind of interesting because like since Charlie Dean's been injured, he's just been the Incredible Hulk. Like taking pack marks like on the lead out. Like he's sort of in terms
Charlie
of his
West, you
frame.
mean?
No, House.
You said Charlie Dean got injured.
Yeah,
Charlie
sorry.
West.
Charlie West.
Charlie West. Jesus Christ, it's got Charlie Dean in my mind.
Don't we all? We're having nightmares. We're having nightmares tonight. Dean, no.
I so thought I said West too. That's crazy. So obviously with Charlie West being injured, I feel like Howes has actually played better because of it. I don't know if that's a thing with West or because there was at one point where they all struggled when we had West, Howes. I think Cox was even playing that game, and we had that VFL listed player. I've now forgotten the name of him too.
Mason?
Mason's Riley Mason. So when they were all in the same borderline together, like it was just cooked. We just had too many tools and stuff like that. But once they took some of the key forwards out, we looked a lot more mobile, and you can see people like the players had their own like running areas to go to. It wasn't just like it wasn't all like cramped up sort of thing. So I'm very big on House, and I just think that I've had this sort of take since he's like basically turned up. Like I just wanted him to just do something that was nice, and then once I saw that, I'm like, okay, just preseason now, just get him to preseason because I think once he gets there, that's as long as you see that good thing which we have, like he's kicked 5 and he kicked 4 goals today. Once you see those things, that's like okay, now we just need to build him up to be that at an AFL fitness and standard. Once we get him to that, he's 190. I want to say he's 196, big frame. Basically your typical full forward. So doesn't have a ton or a big tank, but most full forwards don't anyway. So, just big, strong, powerful. I'm personally excited myself.
What type of
Does he take contested marks?
That he reminds you of?
Yes. Player that he reminds me of. I need to come back to that.
I've heard Sav Rocker from people.
I
Fucking wish.
Go that far.
I wish.
Go that far.
No,
I wish.
probably just a resemblance in the face. Probably that's all.
I'm just trying to think. Like sort of like a. I don't want to say bash and crash because every time I hear bash and crash, I always think of Kruger. He's not Kruger. Actually, I guess he's kind of like Kruger, but he doesn't have the athleticism as Kruger does.
There's a bit of a Georgiadis type, Bit of a Georgiadis type.
No, he's tall. He's taller than Georgiadis.
Yeah, but I'm saying quick and take a grab. He's pretty quick, eh?
I don't know if I'd say like quick, but he's definitely he's fast. Like if he's on a lead and stuff, he's gonna lead with intent. God, I'm struggling for
maybe a Tracy, like a Tracy.
Nah, because Tracy's too athletic. Just your stocky
Max King?
stocky, like no. Just your like Incredible Hulk, like stocky sort of tall guy. I'm
Phil Thorpe. Phil
The bloke from
Thorpe?
Geelong.
yeah.
The bloke from Geelong. The bloke from Geelong. What's his name?
O'Neill.
Nah, another bloke. The young bloke from Geelong. The young bloke. The new one. The new forward from Geelong. What's his name?
Dempsey.
Neil, is it?
Yeah, I think it's O'Neill.
Yeah. Shannon
Yeah.
Neal.
O'Neill.
Shannon Neil, yeah, him. Like him?
Yeah, we're getting closer.
This is like a,
Anyway,
a quiz game.
I overthink this too much. Anyway, he's basically a stocky sort of full forward. I mean, even what I said before, you look at someone like a Kruger, but you take out the athleticism, but you add in the durability, I guess.
Yeah.
I know that's probably not that appealing, but
Does he take contested marks?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Works him in AFL.
He even has a decent lead out too. He's not like explosively fast, but he's but yeah, he can definitely turn on the Jets when he needs to, like when he leads out.
What about kicking for goal?
Surprisingly good. No, he's actually pretty straight when he kicks. Whenever he kicks goals, like even today, I think he kicked 4 straight. I'll just double check that.
Because West is a really accurate kick as well, which is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Yeah, 4 straight.
Mick, what time you going to bed today?
Me? I could stay till another 2 hours, mate. It doesn't bother me, man. I've got nothing to do tomorrow. And I work
crazy.
I work night shifts. So this is like my normal thing. So it doesn't bother me, man.
The night stalker.
What else am I going to be doing, mate?
5 goals won. House kicked 5 goals won against Gold Coast. So yeah, pretty straight.
That's good. Hey, listen, Mick, good on you for the.
Yep.
Sorry, Mick. I was just going to say, good on you for the initiative of doing these after shows. It's good stuff.
No worries, man.
Just what we need. We need a rant.
Yeah, man. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'll try and do them as regularly as I can. And I've told Anthony that I'm not going to be doing like previews and stuff like that. If I do a video, I'll probably just be doing like just historical stuff because I love the old history of Collingwood, like going back all the way back to like Jock McHale and all that sort of stuff. So I'll probably just do something like that. And but it'll be a slow burn, and I haven't got the time, the energy, or the talent to fuck around making a nice video. So I'll just take my time at it. But while I'm here, I'll be doing these fan cams whenever I can, before games, after games. We'll see how we go. Happy to do it.
It's good, mate. We need it. Like the Carlton boys have got their jumper punch and. And they just sit around hours and hours whinging about Carlton.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining. And I thought we really need our own version of that ranting, So.
Oh yeah.
You build it, they will come. Like
that's it,
turn the
mate.
stream on, people will jump on, people will watch. It's good.
That's it, mate. There's 10 people watching us right now. I hope that doesn't include us.
I wonder
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the
how
morning,
many of
eh?
them. I wonder how many of them are asleep. They're just
Yeah.
someone in the chat.
Hey, Luke, remember?
Someone in the chat say you still up.
Yeah. Luke, remember that time? The last time I spoke to you, remember that we went on that other guy's channel on Ben? Was his name Ben?
Yep.
And we just took over and
Okay.
talked about Yeah, his channel is kind of like a broad channel. He talks about all different AFL, and we just went on and just talked about Collingwood for about 3 hours.
I know, we just took over. I did a stream with him the other night.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
If we lose against
Luke-
Hawthorn, if we lose against Hawthorn next week, will be a fucking beauty. I'll give you the big tip. Paul, if we lose
Yeah.
against Hawthorn next week, it's going to be a fucking beauty.
That's when.
Oh yeah.
That's when we. We'll be.
I
That's
didn't
when
say
we
this,
turn
but this
into
Hawthorn, I'm
Carlton.
watching another game.
Yeah.
I'm going to pack it up, mate. I'm going to pack it up if we lose to Hawthorn next week. I'm going to pack it up, mate. Fuck this. It's too stressful for me,
Especially
mate.
with the way they played against Adelaide. Not only did they spend a ton of petrol tickets, but God, they look like pretenders. Like if we're losing against them, that's it. Season done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look, don't look at the 5-day break as being a big thing. Like they only played last night. Yeah, they had to fly as well, so I reckon that evens out.
Yeah, but it's more more for like the older guys
break,
though. Like the older
so-
guys have got to recover and stuff. But then after that, we do have I think it's a 9-day break. So once we do leave the Hawthorn game, it will be a bit more.
Yeah.
I think everything's pretty sweet after that. I think we've got no less than 6-day breaks after that, so we should be fine.
It's going to go two ways.
Yeah.
It's going to go two ways. Either we're going to bust them right open and give it to them, and we're going to get back on track, or they're going to bust us open, and then we're going to get real wobbly. We're going to get real wobbly. It's going to go two ways, boys. That's it. There's only two ways it can go.
Yeah.
Either we're going to give it to them, or they're going to give it to us, and then we're going to see what's going to happen after that.
Do you think that
Manny,
like Hawthorn's a team that we want to belt badly? Like, as in if it's like a Carlton? Or do you think it's something?
I'm just saying the win-loss. I don't know about the scoreline.
I know, but I'm
just-
saying in terms of like how with like Carlton, like would love to smash Carlton by say 100 points, right? But like, do you think that's the same with Hawthorn?
Nah, at this
Can't
stage,
stand Hawthorn.
Sean, at this stage, I just want to win, bro. At this stage, I just want the 4 points, man.
At this
I
stage,
just
I
want
don't
the
care
4
who the
points.
opponent is. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I'm jealous of seeing all these other teams win by 70 points, 80 points, and we're struggling to get over the line by 20.
Yeah.
I'd love to be comfortable during the final quarter. I'd love to be
Yeah.
comfortable at half time.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah, we're not a
enjoy
team, bro.
watching any game. Like, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Manny,
Especially when you're on top and it's like you've got there's just so much at stake as well too. If
Yeah.
it's either you win the flag and it's the best thing ever, or you don't and it's just doomsday. Like,
So it could be worse. It could be worse. We could be Carlton. Carlton not knowing where our players are fucking going. Could be a lot worse. Don't worry about that, mate. We could be doing it real hard now.
yeah, apparently Salvani's locked in. Apparently,
We're
You've been
second. We're
listening-
second on. Hey, put it this way: we're second on the ladder. All we got to do now, all we got to do is hold our second spot and just keep winning. So we're second now. Just hold our second spot. Don't drop percentage, and just keep fucking winning, and we should be all right, man.
yeah.
I'm pretty confident as long as there's no more selection and resting fuck ups. Like, just
Oh,
use
put
common
this way.
sense.
If I see
do what you're
Dean,
supposed to
if I see Dean on the selection table this week, no one's gonna hear from me all fucking week. I'm telling you, I won't be able to handle it. There's no fucking way, man. There's no way.
Yeah. You just want to
surely
stick to a bit. Go on.
but surely he's not getting selected this week if one of Howe or Frampton are coming in.
Has to.
Yeah. Are you all big Silvani fans?
Watching
I
some
like
Carlton
the idea,
matches
but
this
I don't love the player. If that makes any sense.
You don't like him?
No, I just don't like. I think he's a role player, and that's probably about it.
Yeah.
Because like because the talk was he was going to replace Howe. I just don't think he'll do that. But in saying that, I feel like he can come in and fill a role. But if he's 600K, I don't think that's. I think that's about. I'm fine with him coming in on 600, 650. apparently that's the rumored price is coming in at.
650.
Yeah.
That's it. 650. No draft picks. Just pay his wage and just fucking play him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look, from the Carlton matches that he's played in defence, whenever he's playing, they look good. When he's not there, they don't look good. So, like, I'm not a fan of him, but if he plays a role, he can work with us.
Yeah, but him playing in our defense compared to Carlton's defense is massive difference because they're getting the ball pumped into their defense constantly. In our defense, he'll be a bit better in our defense.
Exactly.
If we lose, if let's say hypothetically, Darcy Cameron goes, yeah, that opens up this big, massive chasm in our fucking salary cap. Yeah. Is there anyone else we would go for, you reckon? Like, I'm hearing Petrarca, if that's the case. I'm just saying if Darcy Cameron takes the big bucks and goes to West Coast, it opens up a little opportunity for us to go for some big gun. I'm not a fan of Petrarca. I reckon he can't kick for shit. You pick up Reeves probably from Hawthorn, but he's like an adequate stopgap ruckman, but he's not like an A-lister. But I know it would be a big loss. Yeah.
I think Melbourne stuffed up in not getting rid of Petrarca last year. So hypothetically, if we get him, we'd try to get him for peanuts. But I'm not a fan of him either.
The only thing I like about Petrarca is a Collingwood supporter, and he might get rejuvenated playing at a new club. He might be a whole new player. He might get rejuvenated, right, and play some good football, maybe for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was there any truth to the rumor that he was seriously interested in coming to Collingwood last year?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, the club nearly killed him.
We couldn't get it done, bro. We couldn't get it done, bro. All he had to do, all Petrarca had to do is say, I want out. If Petrarca come out and made it public, it would have happened.
Yeah.
He was too scared to say it, bro. Once you say it and you don't want to be at the club anymore, the club's got no choice. They've got to trade you, mate. You can't have a player in your club that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. Because I've got a Melbourne supporter at work, and he says the rumours are that they can't get rid of Oliver because no one wants him. So if they need trade value, they've got to get rid of Petrarca. And it would be this year.
Yeah, I've really called on Petrarca.
Yeah. Especially this season, yeah. He's had a real up and down season. And it's just like it looks like he's not even trying sometimes, and that's very unusual of him.
Yeah, he's checked out.
He checked out.
He's checked out, bro. Put him in front of 90,000 people at the MCG, and they watch him lift. He plays in front of 20,000 people every week. There, it's like playing in a fucking what do you call it? A cemetery fucking place.
Local league.
What was the crowd today at West Coast today? They had the second tier shut as well. They had the bottom tier open. There was about 10,000 people there. Shocking.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, I'm not sure how much of the Ben King rumor is true, but if Ben King and Charlie Curnow are managed by the same manager, is that the reason why Curnow is being moved to Gold Coast next year so that Ben King can be ready to be moved elsewhere the year after?
No, apparently the Gold Coast room is they're ready to bunk it.
So that was all bullshit.
Yeah, it was. There was two other teams,
Sydney and Geelong.
Yeah, but the Gold Coast one has been debunked, but the other two haven't.
Yeah, what's Ben King gonna do? What's Ben King gonna do for us, boys? What's Ben King gonna do for us, boys? Seriously, if we think about it properly, how much more is Ben King gonna do for us in fucking McStain fucking Membry? Seriously, bro.
Well, he'd be full
forward because we don't have one.
Who?
Ben King.
Ben King, he's going to be our full forward because we don't have one. McStay's
Yeah, but he's only kicking one goal a week in fucking AFL, bro. He's only kicking 2 goals a week, bro. Do you know what Jason done? Hey, no, it's not average. Do you know what a gun forward is, bro? When you're kicking 17 goals in a game, that's when you're a gun forward, bro. All these other forwards are there, the average players, bro. We're talking about guns. When you're kicking 50 goals in 3 games, that's when you're a gun there. Us, Mick, you got Dunstall. Dunstall kicking goals, 17 goals in 1 game there.
Yeah, but Manny, you do realise, like, elite, in terms of in this competition, being elite at goal kicking, you're only averaging 1.8 goals a game.
That's
what I'm saying, bro.
So, like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
If you're kicking 1 goal a game, that's about average.
So we're gonna have to pay him 1.6 mil a year to kick us fucking 1.8 goals a game. When you could pick up 4 good players with his wage.
You're not going to pay him 1.6. That's not going to happen.
How much you got to pay him there?
How old is he?
He'll be a free agent next year, so he'll be 20.
He's around 26, 27. No, he's 25. So 26.
He's 25 now, but he'll be 26 next year.
You got Harley Reid demanding $2 million. You got Harley Reid demanding $2 million. You got that Nasai Wanganing now. He's demanding $2 million. And you got fucking that DeConning. He wants 1.7. Fucking ridiculous, mate.
TDK's not worth 1.7. I think even Carlton fans are marching at the bank at that.
Yeah,
I won't give Harley Reid fucking. I won't give Harley Reid 500 there. I'm not going to pay Harley Reid more than fucking 700. No way.
No, but that's the thing. Like, have a look at the clubs that are actually doing those deals. St Kilda pretty much have to do that because no one else wants to go there. For someone to go there, you have to like overpay them for them to rock up.
Especially,
you're like big team with us there.
That's why all those reports back in the day of like Dustin Martin going to North Melbourne was like 1.5 mil or whatever the number was. They have to offer that because no one wants to go to those clubs.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You know, I mean, they offered Maynard 1.1, 1.2. Like, is Maynard worth that? Probably not. But like, you know,
it's North Melbourne. They've got to offer it. Yeah. I mean, Ben King has kicked 47 goals this year.
Hey guys, I'm going to jump off. Thanks for the therapy. Thanks for the online therapy. It's really helped. Thanks for having me, Mick. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Go Pies.
Yep.
See you,
no
mate.
worries, Luke. You have a good one, mate. Stay safe.
And you. See you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
What about Zach Butters?
He's a free agent.
I'd love to have him, man.
Yeah, he's a free agent in 26, I think. Yeah, so next year.
27.
Yeah.
He's 26.
I mean, which club's not circling him?
Yeah, I know.
That's probably the big. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to like a Geelong because isn't he a country kid as well? Because country kids seem to go to Geelong.
Yeah. Everyone gives us shit. Everyone gives Collingwood shit for trying to get all these players. No one seems to say anything about Geelong, and they get one every 2 years, mate. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, end of 26 season, so next year. Yeah.
At least we're trying, bro. At least we're trying. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and it's from Bacchus Marsh.
Is that country? I know that. I've not heard of it.
It's
not anymore. It's suburbs now. It's halfway between Melbourne and Geelong. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, halfway between Melbourne, Geelong, and Ballarat.
Yeah.
You know, my maps game is shocking.
Yeah.
I'll be told to go north and I'll go south.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, mate. We're going south quick smart, mate.
No, come on.
We're going south fucking quick smart,
Whereabouts are you from, Sean? Which suburb
Southeast.
do you live in or grew up in?
So the southeastern suburbs. So sort of like your Mitchams, Ringwood sort of area.
All right.
Where you play footy today, Sean?
What about yourself,
Play footy today, bro?
Tyler?
I'm
No, I
from
don't actually.
Brisbane.
I got a tackle-free carnival, but I'm not going to play it because I don't like the tackle-free shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, Mick,
it's a
I'm from
laugh, that's for
Brisbane.
sure.
Fuck. That was a massive delay, man. I missed that.
Yeah, I'm Brisbane.
Sorry, Tyler. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Manny, are you a Tomo boy?
Nah, I live in Adelaide today. Hey,
No, but did you grew up in Melbourne, didn't you?
I used to come to Melbourne every week and do stuff up there. And I used to travel every week and come up there, do a few things. I had a few mates in Thomastown, and then I used to come back to Adelaide.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm born and bred in Thomastown.
Yeah, yeah. There's a place in Thomastown there, eh? The boys have there. They used to come up there and they come back.
Yeah.
Oriental Plum's there as well. Anthony knows about it. Oriental Plum.
But, Sean, how much rumours are there with any other players coming to Collingwood this trade period?
There's not going to be much room, to be honest. I mean, even getting Petrarca is going to be a big ask. I know we're looking at Ned Reeves.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could get him for about a 4th round pick. So that's not really asking for much. And then you got the whole point of why we're not going to do much is because the NJ and father-son kids, like Thomas McGuan, Zach McCarthy, and Jai Saxena, and hopefully Doug Kerr. Actually, I got told today, is it St. Kevin's? Trying to think of the dude's name. I just said his name, Kerr. Apparently, Kerr kicked 3 goals for St. Kevin's today. Meaning like Saturday. So, so I think he had something like 20 disposals or something, and he did the same last week too. So, he's looking pretty good. He might fall right through the draft, to be honest. So if he does that, we can pick him up as a Cad B rookie. So that's what I'm hoping happens. And yeah, probably the best one out of them.
How did Tommy McGuan go in the VFL? Did he play?
Yeah, he played. Had roughly same stats. I thought he did better because I think he had a lot of disposals late in the game. Who did play last? Frankston in the Frankston game. Personally, I thought he was pretty average, fine. But that's the thing. If you remember the Frankston game, it was wet, rainy. It was a lot of contested ball. So if you know who Tom McGuan is, he's a 17-year-old skinny kid. So I'm not gonna have too much judgment when that's the case because that's just not his thing.
Yeah.
So because he had a low disposable game. But when you saw him play, he moved around, he did his thing. But you're not going to scream over the rooftops when you have a 6-7 disposable game. And when 4 of them came in the last quarter, you're not going to scream off the rooftops for that one. But he had, I think, he had 8 or 9 disposals today. Don't think he kicked a goal, but he might have. And yeah, pretty much roughly the same thing. But I thought he got amongst, especially early on, he got amongst it. But he's just got such a he's not. I don't know if you remember Josh Dacos and his drafty. I don't think he's that. I think he's better developed than that. But he's also not far off it, if that makes any sense. I think we need to expect more of a Josh Dacos than a Nick Dacos out of him. But in saying that,
yeah.
like when his body's ready, he's got the footy IQ. I don't think his birthday's for another like 2 months yet, so he's not going to be 18 till then. So that's going to help. Because a lot of like November, December borns, they tend to slide down the draft just because they're not like 18 and a half. Because Nick Dacos, he was born in January, so he was already. I think one of the things that got him up the order, not specifically, but it plays a part. If that makes any sense, it's a small role, but it still plays one. Because you'll
boys, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Yes, for Mick. Thanks, bro. I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah, all good.
All right. No worries, Manny. Catch you later, Manny. Thanks, mate.
See ya, boys. See you, boys. Have a good
See
night.
ya.
Ciao.
Yeah,
Ciao.
all good. See ya.
Ciao.
Yeah. So with I think it's
So,
Zach McCarthy.
go on. Yep.
Yeah, I think with Zach McCarthy, I'll just fact check it. I think he's November. So he got invited to the National Combine, where Tom got invited to the State Combine. So, and then Jai Saxena, he didn't get invited to any of them. So that's also a big indication of where they can potentially go. So National Combine means that you're probably going to be in the top like 30. And then obviously State Combine is you're probably going to be under 30. And then if you're not invited, it's like, geez, who knows? Because the thing is with Zach, it sort of seems like, yeah, there we go. October 27th is his birthday. So, that could potentially fall into our favor as well. Because I don't know why, it's one of those like weird things with people that do the draft. Like they see a kid October, November, December, and they just sort of go, oh, especially because he's key positioned. He's got a very like light frame on him. So, but yeah, that's where the combine comes in. So if he has like a really good, if he tests really well, like from his like, athleticism and things like that, players like I think one guy, Colton Bolstrup, he was in a draft about 2 years ago, and we were really keen on getting him. But it was the Demadier year where we got Harry Demadier, and I think our pick was like 18 or something like that. Yeah, I think because when we won the flag, so it would have been like pick 18 or something like that. But Bolstrup had such a good draft combine. He went from basically being around to pick 18 to went to Melbourne at like pick 10 or something. So sometimes the combines can be a good indicator on where they go. And for someone like a McCarthy, because he's a light build, draft combines are a good indicator on, okay, this guy doesn't look ready, but will he be ready, like, say, 3-4 years down the line? Like, is he worth the gamble to take long term? Because when players will bid on him, obviously Collingwood aren't going to bid on him until we need to. It's just it's on the other clubs to be like, okay, well, this is where we grade him. This is what you got to pay. I don't see him being a first round personally. I think he'll be somewhere early to mid second round, and then I think McGuan will be about mid second, maybe late second, and then I think Saxena's either third round or I think he'd be third round. I think he's too good to be in the fourth, but because he didn't get invited to the combine at all, you just never know. Because sometimes you do have. I mean, Will Hayes was one that he fell right through the draft to our pick, with our last pick at 60 odds. So you just never know. I think Saxena.
Who's got the music going? The fuck? Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Who's that? I can't hear.
It's Tyler.
I don't know, man. Tyler, something's gone with your.
Next star.
Yeah.
Hey, our cat jumped on the PC twice now, so that was fun.
Oh, was it? What just happened, mate? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, my cat just jumped on the PC and her foot hit the power button. So that's why I had the whole.
Okay.
I don't know what it looked like, but if there was a whole crash, that's because my PC was shutting down. Because my cat stepped on the power button. She's already done it twice tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. She comes up. Maybe I might show her own camera and stuff. But now that I've spoken about it, she's now She's now taken off. So, knowing my luck, she'll probably be. She won't annoy me now. Now that I've said her name. What? No. She's a little black.
All right, Shawnee. We'll call it a night.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, Sean. Let me show you. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. I got a black and white one as well, mate.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. We'll call it a night.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Oh, as I'm trying to pick her up, she's running away. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, she's now being good. No. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So, if you want to blame me turning off the PC, you can blame her.
All right, mate. Let's call it a night, man. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for the help earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always happy to help out. So.
No worries.
Yeah.
And we'll see how we go, mate. I might do one before the game on Thursday, and after we'll see how we go. I'll let everyone know on the chat what's going on, and
yeah, you just put in the
all
Discord.
right.
When I say it, I'll pop in.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. I'll catch you later, bro.
All right,
Nice. Catch up. Thanks.